Hi, Staycush. So the book I chose for these couple months was called Midnight Sun. And so Midnight Sun was about this couple, this boy and this girl. Well, it first starts out with the girl. And so the girl is allergic to the sun. And so she was diagnosed when she was a child. And so she can't go in the sun at all, or else it will cause it'll cause a reaction that will activate one of her genes, and so one of her genes will make her die within a couple months. And so she has like those blacked out windows, and she only goes out at night, and so she's homeschooled too. And so when she used to go to kindergarten with a bunch of the kids who go to the high school now, and so she never sees them because she only goes out at night. But she stalks this one guy that lives next door, and she, like, in a way, falls in love with him, even though she doesn't really know him. And she manages to find out like everything about him too. And so and she's also really into music. She like expresses herself through music. And so this is her. That is Katie. And this is the boy named Charlie. And so Charlie one night sees Katie at a train station, and so he tries to talk to her, and she freaks out because she's like, oh my gosh, I've stalked you, and I really like you. And so she freaks out and runs home to her best friend. And so her best friend is like, you gotta go back, like you gotta go talk to him. And so she's like, no, I can't. So Charlie accidentally gets one of her songbooks. And so Charlie tries to find Katie again, so her best friend ends up setting him up. And so then they end up going out, and they have like a great summer together and stuff. And so Charlie tells her all about him, and she tells him all about her, except for her disease. And so she ends up not telling him about the disease until an incident happens to where he keeps her out until the crack of dawn, and so she floats out and she gets exposed to the sun. And so the disease happens, and she ends up dying a couple months later, which kind of stinks because it was just a bad ending. But other than that, it was a really, really good book, and I highly recommend it because it's definitely one of those romantic books, but it's like a modern sense to it, and it really gives you hope, and it shows you that whether you have a disease or not, or like any troubles or not, there's a way you can get through it, and there's a way you can figure out to persevere through it. And I really recommend this book because it also is a sense of adventure too, because they just met and they are going on and doing all these crazy things, and so you kind of live vicariously through them because I mean, people our age and these days don't exactly get to do what people do in books. And so it's like an adventure book, and with a romantic twist, or a romantic book with an adventure twist. That's more like it. But I highly recommend it, and it gives you a sense on that life is short, and you really need to just grab it while you can, and to really live it to the best that you can.